Josh, tell us a little bit about what got you started into racing. What interested you about it?
Dad drove me to the racetrack when I was 8 months old, and they made me sit in the stands. And I used to, when I was getting older, when I got to go to the races all the years until I got into school. And then when I was bad at school, I didn't get to go, so I cried all weekend. When Dad went racing, I cried all weekend because I didn't get to go with him. And I think that being around Dad racing all them years is what drove me to want to race so bad.
What's it like having your dad there with you each week at the racetrack?
Well, it's a good feeling. I mean, I like to have, I mean, I'm glad that he supports me in racing, and I mean, I'm glad he's been here for me. He's my primary sponsor on my car. And he's been a big help. I wouldn't be possible without him.
Do you get most of your setup from your dad, or do you kind of get it on your own?
Most of it, some comes from him, but most of it is from knowledge of knowing how to make the cars go around, and we get a little bit from Kerry, and you know, a few people help us.
So you do most of your own setup?
I do all my own setup on my car, and Kerry Corbin does a setup on that car. His dad. Keeping record keeping of what you've done the week before and how you did, you know, and record keeping from the week before that. It's record keeping is what it is.
Used to at Thunderbolt, you just went to Thunderbolt and you just raced. I mean, that's all you done. I mean, you drove down there. I've known guys that let the car sit on the trailer all week long, and they crank them up, pump up the tires, and they go back racing. But there's more geometry and like you said, tire maintenance and making sure your springs are good, making sure the shocks are good. I mean, you're steady doing something to them all week long just to keep them where you keep them up front. You know, I went to a school back in 1991. I think it was 1991, I believe, or 90. Leo may remember, I don't know. He might tell you what it was.
He might have went to
But Keith Steele put the class on, and it was about race car setup and stuff like that. And the one thing that I learned the most from that school was the guy that don't take nothing for granted is the guy that's going out there running with. He's going to be the guy up front. The guy that takes nothing for granted. When you think you got your car set up perfect, you think it's a winning car, start working on your tires. I mean, there's always something that you can keep doing to them.
Tell me about this setup you got right here.
This thing?
Yeah.
This here is a racing lawnmower that I built for my brother. I actually had one that looked identical to it. We had two of them. We threw mine away when I got the race car, and then we let Aaron race this one. He kept getting hurt, so we pushed it to the back, and the spoiler on the back of it there is actually off of Dad's late model car that he run at Cordele. We won a ton of races with him. I won one championship, one track championship. I won, I think I had like 16 feature wins. Aaron had two. How fast was this one? It run about 85 miles an hour.
85 miles an hour?
He wasn't roll cage in it, wasn't a lick of brakes on it or nothing. So we tore it back apart and put us a roll cage in it. It's going to be our enduro car.
Who's going to drive it?
A little bit of everybody's going to drive it, really. My brother's going to be the main driver once he gets used to it. And it's going to be one of them. We're thinking about taking this bar out and putting another seat in it over there. And a fixed steering wheel where somebody can ride.
Right there supposed to be an enduro car. But we about cut it up too much.